All right, we got another Mobile Metal Monday. I am down in, well, they call it sunny California, but it's been kind of gloomy California since I've
Yeah, it
been
looks
down here.
overcasty,
But
California.
I got proof. I got a couple palm trees right there, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So visiting some family, can't miss our Metal Monday. We're in a new month. We are in June, which is crazy that it's
Yeah.
the middle of the year already.
I know.
And
One more month and we're halfway through.
yes, sir. All right, copper seemed like we were going to get down to the 350s. We're sitting at 377 right now as I
Yeah, man.
speak. And why the recovery? Is it because,
I
you
don't
know,
know. It's so hard to know. I think a lot of it's that debt deal got put together,
yep,
signed off. Um, the Inflation Reduction Act of printing more money. It's that's
yeah,
the whatever it is, call it what you want to. I think that's what's helping drive the market. I think people are getting warmed up to the idea that maybe China is going to stimulate their economy, which then is usually good for commodities, especially commodities like copper, which are very heavily consumed by countries like China and in that Asian basically region in general. So we'll see, man. I think that's part of it. A couple of different factors, but we're waiting for $4 again.
yeah, it'll come back. I
I'm
think
not. You
we're
know
gonna
what? What is it? 377 copper isn't terrible, right? I mean,
377. Hmm.
that's. I mean, it's a far cry from $2. So we'll take it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've heard both sides of the story where some people are screaming it's gonna get down to 250. I don't see that. I don't see that big a dip, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and then here, hold on. But I think we're gonna still be about above 350, hopefully closer to four throughout the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it depends on how the economy as a whole shapes up. I don't know. Like I said, Ferris is going to be the more interesting market to watch. It feels like, obviously June's going to be a little bit softer. Chad and I did our Bulls versus Bears, so that'll be out today as well. But yeah, it's June's going to soften up again. It looks like, to what extent, and then going into the heat of the summer, we'll see what flows look like and kind of how that changes the landscape on pricing. But we're probably in for some tricky times on the commodities end. So it's a matter of just keeping scrap moved and processed and rolling.
and adjusting when you do see some dips, and adjusting when you see some, ups. Giving that over to the customer, but being safe enough to move it. Um, in a time where you're not getting caught as a company. So that's what
Yeah.
some people don't quite understand. Like we have to protect ourselves so we can stay in business, so we can help everyone. Because we don't do any
Absolutely.
good. We don't do any good to any of our customers if we can't keep the lights on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
so we're always trying to find that magic number, get people the best possible number they can, where we can still keep our operation flowing and keep our service where it needs to be.
And the pricing is
So
still decent, I mean, the pricing is decent. It's not where we would necessarily like it to be, but it's still at a reasonable price, that we can still make money if we can get it processed on time and get it delivered and get it through the system. So, like I said, I've seen it a lot worse. I'm not as concerned about that as much as just trying to keep material moving, keep stuff going. But just like anything, right? It can turn on a dime
yep,
in a good
absolutely.
way,
Well,
in a
yeah,
positive way.
yeah. We'll watch and see. I mean, we know Ferris is dipping, this month. I don't know the extent. It's going to be different parts of the country. But we'll see what July, August. We'll see what they all bring. We'll see what the flows bring. We all the people that work at a scrapyard or for some of our customers, we'll see how busy they are. We'll see the flows, the orders that they're getting. And it was like a couple months ago, people were telling me it's starting to slow down. I went and saw a fair amount of people last week, before I went on this trip. And a lot of them were a lot more positive, which was a nice, because that's kind of where I hear it. I just try to listen to the
Yeah.
people doing the work. they're like, no, we're
100%.
busy. Like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, we're busy now. You know, I think a lot of it was fear of a recession. And a lot of it's like, a lot of the stuff to me seems like it's an action of fear, and the fear is out of maybe safety to not overextend
Well,
yourself.
we had our meet in our production meeting this morning. We discussed this, and and we discussed like being overstaffed, right? And I said,
Yeah,
we're not overstaffed until this building is clean, it's spick and span, every piece of trash is picked up inside the yard, the
yeah,
landscape's right. Like there's so many levels. I mean, and the reason I wanted to bring that up is because over overstaffed last 2 years, 2020, 2021, the first half of 22 were so crazy, so busy, so hard to
hmm
find help. You just got used to doing way more with way less equipment and people, and to now where it's almost feels like it's kind of slowed down a little bit. I think people are, it makes them nervous because they're like, well, it used to be way busier than this, right? Well, it did,
hmm
because you had an influx of material, less people to help you. So it created this, and it did create some really efficiencies within your business. It proved to you what kind of what kind of volume you could get through. But also there's a point where maybe you were delaying some maintenance, or maybe you were delaying, you were working your guys 70 hours a week, right? Because
hmm
you just had to get through it. Well, this may be just kind of a normalization of where the market should be, right? So it's not gangbuster 2021 busy, but there's also a lot of stuff that you can pick up from that and say, okay, like how do we, like, where are our efficiencies? Let's find those, and then let's project this as the new normal and figure out how to live within this range.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you always can do, with the crew you have, depending on how busy you are or what needs to be done, there's always a better way to do it. So if you do slow down a little bit, you just kind of take a harder look, like, well, how could we be smarter about it? So we save money, so when we do get busy again, which will happen when we get crazy busy, we're better at it. We're ready to handle it with maybe the same crew we have now. And then you don't have to add a bunch of employees because you got better at everything and you kept the loyal employees around that busted their ass. And because the loyalty works both ways, we have to be loyal to the ones that bust their ass for us. We can't just cut because
100%.
it's a little slower. At least that's how I
Yeah.
look at it. So
Yeah.
well, cool, Brett, thank
All right,
you.
man. Safe travel, and we'll
Yep,
see you tomorrow.
yes sir. All right,
All right,
everybody, have a
brother.
great week, and I'm looking forward to that Bulls versus Bears with Chad. Okay,
Yep. We'll talk about the
thanks.
market. Have a great
All
day.
right, thanks guys.
Bye.